All right, I see it's 4 o'clock here, so we might as well be punctual since I read in the minutes when we'll see that we didn't officially start till 4:01 last month, so somebody's really watching the clock. But so may it be. Anyway, I'll call the meeting of the Davenport Housing Commission for the month of May together. First thing we'll do is roll call. Joyce?
Here.
Gary?
Here.
Leslie?
Here.
And Matt, I'm here, so we have more than a quorum, which is always nice. First order of business is we'll go over the minutes for last month's meeting. Or it was noted, we started a minute, I started, I guess, a minute late, but. And just ask if anyone has any corrections, questions, or comments.
I have a question. What is the preview utilization tool for HCV?
So we were looking to change the format of the information that we were providing
Okay.
additional information regarding our special program vouchers like FYI and VASH, how many were filled in that month. So I provided the Housing Commission with a preview before I opened it up as a discussion item at next month.
Okay.
Any others? Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion to accept those.
I make a motion to accept the meeting agenda for April.
Second?
Great. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes for the month of April. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, those pass. Now we'll go on to the financial reports for April. And again, ask if anyone has any questions, corrections, or comments. Looks like we have a new font and some more information on here, so more detailed information. Now, what's the difference, unless this is oh, that's two different pages. We have two different pages on the housing choice voucher.
So Commissioner Weising, if you remember last month, we did not approve the March minutes.
Oh, that's right.
Commissioner Miller wanted an opportunity to review the minutes and we reviewed them together.
Okay, I forgot that.
So I,
Okay,
The
well,
back
why
this
don't
one.
did we pass on the whole financial reports? I mean, did we skip over it?
correct, we tabled it. It marked
Tabled
as tabled it.
That's what it was. Okay, that's right. Thank you for refreshing me on that. And if I look at the top there, I notice the difference because one starts with March and one was. Okay, so why don't we do the March one first? And I believe you had emailed us out some information after the last meeting, updating. Isn't that correct?
That's correct, yes. And so I still wanted to give you an opportunity to review them and provide it for you today.
Right.
Well, I went back through all of the reprints that you had given us, and from where it went back to until now, it seems like the figures are staying in line with what they should be.
So it all looks fine according to your audit. Okay, no, that's fine, you're good at that stuff. So as far as March, if no one has any further questions on that, I'll ask for a motion to approve the March financial reports.
Make a motion to approve March financial reports.
Second.
Great. It's been moved and seconded to approve the financial reports for the month of March. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, those pass. Now we'll look at April. Now, for the vouchers, Malia, I guess I haven't asked this for a while, and I'm looking to see if it shows it on here. But could you remind us, or at least myself, how many Section 8 vouchers do we have currently being used? And then what is our capacity?
Okay, Commissioner, would you like me to report on April or current as of today?
Oh,
As of to date?
I mean, it's not going to vary too much, is it? I was just trying to get a ballpark. Somebody was asking me.
So we have the capacity to fill 800 vouchers. We are at, I believe, 692. So there's still,
There's a way to go.
as of today, the last time that I looked.
Okay, no, I was thinking it was in that ballpark. And as I said, somebody was asking about how many people were utilizing that in Davenport. I said, there's a difference. We just work with the city of Davenport
Right.
here. There's
Yep.
different jurisdiction for the rest of the county, so. Okay, I was just, thought this is as good a time to ask. as
Oh, yeah,
any while
absolutely.
we were on that page, so.
Yep. Okay.
So I have a question.
Sure.
It says funds available, funds spent, and then the percent of the funds used is 105.6%, yet there's over 100 vouchers available. Unless I'm reading that wrong, that does not make sense to me.
Did we want to jump over the financial reports and go into utilization? Or do you want to?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I kind of mixed apples and oranges there.
That's okay. No, that's okay. That's okay.
Why don't we, take care of the report for April,
Okay,
and
sounds good.
if anyone has any questions, corrections, or comments. I guess here's just another one, since you have it broken down a little more. So everybody that's working now in your office is full-time. There must have been some part-time there for a while.
We still have one part-time person.
Oh, you
He
do?
will work through the end of May, May 31st. That's Terry Ellenberg. He's our housing inspector.
Oh. Oh, he'll be done in May, at the end of May?
Yes.
Is somebody else going to be into that?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Yeah. We're doing some software upgrades to try to make, downloading and importing information into our software system a lot more efficient for coordinators. So they can take an iPad, upload their inspections for the day onto an iPad, go out and complete them live, import them into the housing software so they don't come, so it cuts out a lot of the paperwork, which takes up a lot of the time.
Sure.
So with that software increase that we received, we did purchase another module from MRI, who provides us with the technical support, and we will be doing a training. We have 2 iPads that we purchased. And so that the hope is that it will reduce the amount of time that it takes for coordinators to come back to the office, download everything, put everything in the computer, say their notes. They can just do it all while they're there. They can even get the documents certified. So,
Where's that certification done? Is that,
well, it's all on the iPad
oh,
through the software program.
I see. Nifty.
You said he was a housing inspector?
Yes, he was our part-time hound. He started right after I started.
Yeah, are there other full-time housing inspectors then, I presume?
No.
So who's going to be doing the inspections?
So the coordinators will be doing the inspections. So we'll go back. They'll have to schedule out their inspections in the week between pulling from the wait list and doing renewals and processing those applications.
What do coordinators do now?
Right now, we're trying to focus on utilization, getting those vouchers issued as quickly as possible. And with Terry's help, so they're not having to do any of the new inspections for new units or any of the biennial re-inspections.
Okay.
And so he's been working about 20 to 25 hours a week getting those done. So it's going to be a shift for a while to get back into for the inspectors to get back into doing inspections.
And
Do
you were
the
just talking,
people-
I'm sorry, you're just talking about inspections for the public housing then, which we really don't have anymore, or just for the Section 8 then too, or?
For the Section 8, so with
Section
public
8.
housing, we have no more units available, but for Section 8, those being pulled from the wait list that need to get housed quickly, and those who are on a biennial inspection rotation. So they have, the coordinators have biennial inspections, and they're about 4 months out. So right now, they're setting inspections for those who have renewals in September. And this gives an opportunity, the housing inspector goes in, sets up those appointments, and if there are things that need to be repaired before the renewal date comes up, they have plenty of time. Otherwise, they go into what's called abatement, or we suspend payments temporarily until it's taken care of.
So are these people that are taking over the inspecting, are they trained?
Yes, all staff short of myself are HQS inspection
Okay,
certified.
that's good.
They've been to a special school or something, I believe.
Yes, yes, I believe it was in Manhattan, Kansas.
Can't,
They
yeah,
went-
it's the middle of, well, I shouldn't say that. Apparently that's a nice area. I knew it was out of town and I was going to say Missouri, Kansas.
Yeah,
Yes.
they completed some training there, and so.
So if there's no other questions or comments of April, I'll ask for a motion for approval of those. If I'm not rushing anybody.
Make a motion to approve the April financials.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the financial reports for the month of April. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, sign. Hearing none. Those pass. Now we'll go on to the occupancy report, which I kind of jumped ahead with my questions.
It's okay.
On things. Does anybody else have any?
Commissioner Patterson, I'd be willing to answer your question now. If you.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can remember, a while back, the you commissioners approved the 120% payment standard increase.
Right.
And so that is available to get individuals from the wait list or who are renewing their voucher, up to 120%.
Okay.
At that time of renewal or when the voucher is issued. So you're going to see, what we are now seeing is the increase in that payment standard reflected
Okay,
in that
that
dollar
makes
amount.
sense.
Yes.
That makes total sense.
And just to add, the idea behind that is to utilize some of the funding that we have in reserves that has accumulated over the course of a few years by not reaching our maximum utilization.
Is that money, does it have to be used in a certain amount of time before it might revert somewhere?
That's a really good question. We're required to use a certain percentage over the course of the year, and when you don't get to using a certain percentage of your reserves, then HUD says, hey, you've got this money sitting here, and you need to be spending more.
Right.
And that's when they typically issue out a waiver notice that they strongly recommend that we apply for. And so we did apply for it. It
Oh,
took
they're
us a
doing
while.
that already?
Yes,
They-
so the original notice was sent out in September. And because we had not applied in September, we had to complete the original notice and the extension for the notice in November. And then we brought it before the board in December to approve, and it was implemented in January.
Okay. Well, that's good. There's money to get out there and voucher. Hopefully, there's enough available space.
Well, and if you remember, can remember the conversation last month, so people have, once they receive their voucher, our administrative plan says they are required to stay a year, but they can port their voucher to another public housing authority where they can be absorbed, which opens up another voucher here.
Right.
We have people transition out the program. We have people go to zero HAP for 6 months. They stay in the program as well. So then that opens up the opportunity for funding available for other vouchers. So
Are your veteran ones, is that the DASH? If I remember what
the
you
VASH,
usually-
VASH, HUD
yes.
VASH. Mhm.
Yes, VASH. DASH is a kind of diet that's supposed to lower your blood pressure, but that's what I was thinking of that. Is that in that that's a kind of a separate line item, isn't it? Those veteran ones?
That is correct. And in my proposal to modify the reporting for utilization, it is I suggest adding the special program vouchers like FYI and reporting on those as well, because those numbers are lumped into these numbers. The numbers that we report for the month.
Do you happen to have those ballpark?
Actually, I do. So we are at 58 of 68 vouchers that we originally allocated. And then for our FYI, we have 13 vouchers that are what we call leased up. One FYI voucher that is open. And then we just received 2 weeks ago, 8 additional FYI vouchers that we had applied for. So right now, we have 23 vouchers total, with 13 being leased up, 1 out in the open, and then 8 will be, we will have 8 youth that will complete orientation at the end of this month, so those vouchers will be completely utilized.
Okay. Have other housing authorities that you know of or in contact with, have they used that new software that you're starting?
Actually, MRI owns about 80% of the market.
Oh, they do,
Just-
so it's
they
easy to
do.
find something.
So just when
Yeah,
you think you're going
I've
from,
got no idea, you know, if you're not something you normally shop for, you
Yeah,
don't have any
yeah.
idea.
so there's other software that they own. It doesn't have all of the features that we would like, but we're trying to make use of the features that we've got. And so one of the features that we needed was the ability for housing coordinators to be able to record or complete housing inspections live. And that is a module that we had to purchase outside of our original package. And so as you see, you add this module and you add this module, and the costs seem to increase rapidly with inflation. Add on to
You think
it.
you're buying a plain car, but then you get a, well, do you want a radio?
Yeah.
Do you want a,
You want air conditioning?
Want
Yeah,
air
and the price
conditioning.
goes up even more. So, yeah, absolutely. But since they run the market, there are other products that we can utilize. They're obviously a little bit more pricier, but they have better features. So we are looking into potentially switching over, piloting, potentially because Cedar Rapids is piloting one of the software systems that we're looking at, and next year, after we've completed all the transition for this year, getting out of closing public housing, we're transitioning out of an inspector, and so I guess that's just in the future, near future, future.
gotcha. Anybody else have any questions on these?
No.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the occupancy report.
I move that utilization report for April be approved.
Second.
Great. It's been moved and seconded for the approval of the occupancy report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Those pass. Now, consideration items. There's things that you want us to consider? I see that as number 4 on here.
What I would like the commission to consider is the modification of the utilization report. I know Commissioner Roberts is not here today, but she did mention that she would like to keep the original document and just add to this document the additional special voucher programs, so that I will be able to provide you with more of a holistic overview of the distributing of the vouchers and utilization of the vouchers for each month.
Okay. Should we wait till she's here, or do you want us to vote on that today? I mean, if she's expressed that,
It is up to the commission. We can wait and vote, and I can provide another sample of what that would look like.
why don't we do that?
Okay, okay.
In case she has any other. She usually sends a text if she's gonna miss something here, but maybe something, you never know, things come up. Okay, well, I'll ask that we put that, carry that over until next month.
Okay.
That's the consensus? Okay,
Yep.
good. All right, well, thinking of next month, is the city now take off Juneteenth, the
Yes,
19th? That's what I was
yes.
thinking.
So the city will be closed on June the 19th.
How will the next Monday work, the 26th?
That works for me.
Good.
Okay, well, we'll do that, June 26th. I put down the 25th? I know why. I have that on my calendar for a birthday. Okay, well, if nobody has anything else, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. For those of you that are mothers, I hope you have a nice Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Have that big storm they are predicting.
I know.